How is spending time with his uncle changing him?
It wouldn't be changing me as much if it wasn't Mark Pellegrino, but he's really convincing. You know, I've watched him give interviews and explain his side, and I start to listen to him. I start to get where he's coming from. But one thing I've found that's been really fun with Mark and I is we'll do some scenes that on paper I don't really see it, but then while we're working on them, I kind of there's definitely a bond forming between the two of us. He's becoming the closest thing I've ever had to a father figure since you know, I don't really remember my dad. He left when I was young enough. So the relationship there is growing, but every time we get a little closer, he does something really dark and messed up and pushes me away a little bit, but it's kind of like, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 back, 2 forward. So we've, at this point, we're, you know, there's definitely a mutual respect, and there's some sort of weird bond between the two of us.
How much is he sort of, you know, because, you know, obviously it's a surprise at the end of the pilot that he does join up at all. You know, he has this group out there who wants him with them. So how much is he spending time with them versus, you know, working in, you know, this office and, in theory, hunting down his own kind?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty close to 50-50. The biggest concern is not letting the two worlds cross, because, you know, the work at Ultra gets more and more dangerous as they let me, you know, they let me in far deeper into that world. It gets more and more dangerous, and I have to be careful that anything, if they find out that I'm working with the Tomorrow People, I'm dead. And, you know, I can only share so much information with the Tomorrow People because I have to be worried about it coming back to get me, or also what I give them could get any of them killed at any point. So a lot of the first 9 episodes, there's a ton of back and forth of where I have to draw the line. And you know, I get caught and find ways to get myself out of it a few times. I'm pretty much lying to everybody all the time, and I don't really know, you know, it's I don't know, it's very difficult, especially not being able to tell you guys.
Steven's relationship with his mother, now that he, you know, doesn't want to take the drugs anymore, but she doesn't necessarily know what's going on?
It's not too different from the relationship in the pilot. I mean, she's still asking me to stay on the drugs and, you know, to continue trying to get better, and I can't tell her that I'm a superhero and I don't need them anymore. So I do have to kind of continue lying to my family as well. But Sarah's so great, and you can really tell that she is a mother. And the scenes with her just come very easy. I have a great relationship with my own mom, and Sarah resembles her a little bit. So there's a lot of love there, and really, if it came down to it, my family would be the first people that I would protect, if anything.
What are Steven's feelings towards Astrid? Are they strictly platonic? Is he preoccupied with Kara?
You find out a lot about the Astrid and Steven relationship pretty early on, but for now, what I can tell you is that they are best friends. I love my scenes with Madeline because we have become very close very quickly. She's so much fun, and what I find is that in a show that's very dark and about, you know, some pretty intense situations and with people dying and some, you know, it just lives in a very dark world. The scenes where Steven kind of gets to be himself and be a normal guy are with Astrid. She brings that out of him, and I find that those are the scenes that I'm smiling most in, and, you know, kind of laughing and having a good time. But you know, she may or may not get sucked into the same world that he's trying to balance.
What's the fight scenes been like for you? Is it, I would imagine there's got to be a very technical side.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
But also, yeah, what's it like on the physical side?
It's been awesome. It's one of my favorite parts of shooting the show. We have incredible stuntmen and a stunt team and fight choreographers. We share them with Arrow, so you know they're going to be good. My stuntman Eli is a total badass. I've been very lucky, and I've been able to do like 95% of my own stuff, but there have been a couple things. In episode 107, he gets not allowed to tell you much about it, but there's a scene where I'm getting totally beaten to hell, and Eli gets thrown. He does a double flip, like he gets. The episode almost killed me. It was really